Okay, so hear me out. I'm your host, Bear. With me, of course, as always, is CO. Big O, give it up.
It's good to be here.
Glad you can make it. Again, people, I do want to apologize because, we did record about 2 or 3 episodes, and for some reason we had some technical difficulties.
Got a little difficult.
I don't know what happened. I don't know why it happened, but yeah, it happened and I lost a lot of it. I'm not going to blame the AI. I'm not going to blame the AI. I guess I can just put it on me.
Alcohol.
Put it all on me. Put it all on me.
You're accountable.
I'm taking accountability.
You're doing a post-game interview. This one's on me.
This one's on me. It's not the team.
Yeah, well, I don't see
it
how
starts with me. So let's talk about it.
What you got, man?
Okay, so here's the topic. The person you're becoming hears everything you say to yourself. Choose your words carefully because they become your inner voice. You can't better yourself when you constantly bully yourself. Healing begins with the conversations no one else hears. I saw somebody say that on TikTok, I think, or maybe Instagram a couple of weeks ago. And I was just like, that's something I think we should really bring up and talk about. Bullying yourself because you're talking bad about yourself. And I'm not going to lie. This was something that I would do. I don't know if I messed something up, I'd call myself an idiot. Man, I didn't realize how much I was really just deteriorating myself when I do that, because if I say it enough so many times, then all of a sudden it's just going to become like, you know what? You really are an idiot. I'm going to start believing myself. Like this person said, they become your inner voice. So the inner voice in my head, and mind you, I have like about 5 of them. So the inner voice in my head, I got a choir in there singing, "You're not that smart."
You got the bells.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You got the bells, the triangle, the cowbell. We'll need some more cowbell. But yeah, so one of the things I think we need to do better with, though, seriously, all jokes aside, is to focus on speaking positivity within ourselves. Wake up thinking that, number one, it's going to be a great day.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, just because you had a bad moment doesn't mean you had a bad day. You just had a bad moment. Recover, learn from it, and move on. So there's no need to focus on that one bad thing and act as if that's going to be the end all be all. I don't know. That's pretty much what I got on that. What do you think?
The bullying part is the biggest part of that.
Yeah.
You can't function like you need to function if you get to a point where you say those things, like you said, your example is you downgrading yourself, and then sooner or later that becomes a part of exactly who you are. But then the other thing is, when you do that, now you can't pull in anything positive. Somebody will give you a compliment. Man, you did great on this, or
yes,
you're doing a good job with your family, or you're doing it, and you'll respond not in a nasty way, but it's deflective.
Yes.
Because for some reason, and there are multiple reasons, you've convinced yourself that whatever's coming in that's positive, you start acting like Major Payne. Make me feel all funny. It's like that. It's like, yo, calm down. This is a good thing. And while you shouldn't always be patting yourself on the back, because then that's dangerous too. You got to be at a place where positivity is something that you want to pull in. And if you don't, then you're going to have an issue. And then you're not going to be looking at yourself as the vessel of positivity and potential that you really can be. And so you'll just stay potential, and you won't ever get out and do what you need to do, because you're always having an excuse as to why you're not good enough, you don't have enough, the time is not right, or whatever else. And whatever your environment is telling you, you start soaking that in now.
Yeah.
You won't take the positive stuff, but you'll listen to the negative stuff. Get on social media and like, oh, I'll bring that into my spirit. But people are encouraging you, and you won't take the encouragement. And I think bullying yourself is an easy way, because now you don't have any warranty about what you do. You said, well, now I didn't believe I could do it anyway. So it doesn't matter if I didn't meet a certain goal. It doesn't matter if I didn't make a change. It doesn't matter if I didn't try to handle some things I got going on. Or it doesn't matter. Or I'm not going to go out and ask for help because I'm not worthy of it anyway.
Yeah.
And that's another level of it too. And I think about that. Man, do choose your words carefully. Healing is just a natural thing. And you do have to have those conversations where no one else hears, because it's not for everyone's ears. And more than that, when it gets quiet, you can really get into your meditation, man, and start understanding who you are.
You're right. Healing starts within.
Yep.
You said a couple of points. If you're not focusing on trying to do better, you're not going to do better. You're
Right.
going to see nothing but the negativity. And one of the things that you brought up, which I really did appreciate, and I didn't even think about it till you said it, was if somebody gives you a compliment, you automatically deflect it because you're already having this voice in your head and you already have this conditioning within yourself thinking that there's no way I did a good job on that, or there's no way that I look good doing this, or,
Right.
or I dress nice, or I smell good, or my hair looks right. Whatever the compliment is, you automatically deflect it and don't even acknowledge it or accept it or appreciate it because you're automatically just have this mindset that I'm a loser. I'm not worthy. I'm in this perpetual state of negativity because that's the best that that's what I'm worth.
Right.
That's the best that I am. And if we can just get out of that, it starts within. You have to accept. It's just like with anybody else when you're talking with anybody else from the outside. If you and I are talking and you bringing up something to me saying that, hey, I think you need to do this or do that better. Well, maybe I should. But I have to be able to see that I have a problem with that first. And you bringing it up to me without me seeing it is not going to jumpstart anything. It's not going to start anything. I mean, it does help in some aspects, but it's not going to it's really not going to impact like it needs to if I'm not seeing it. If I see that what you're saying is true, or if I just take a step back and just look at myself in the mirror and say, is this something that I see? Is this something that he just sees? Or is this something that everybody else is seeing as well? Just take the time to, like I said, look in the mirror, focus on that and try to better yourself in that aspect on how you can improve. But again, like I said, all healing starts within. So if you focus on trying to do better for yourself on the inside, then you'll be able to see and have discernment of what it is that needs to be done to improve upon yourself and to be a little bit more positive. I hope I didn't ramble too much on that, guys.
No, I get it. I mean, you might not think you're the number one at something and you might not be number one, but if that's your goal, man, be optimistic about what you want to do. It's okay to be where you are. If you want to move forward, I had a bad day. That's fine. Now it's time to move forward and you can walk in greatness just like anybody else, man. We don't need permission to be great. You set yourself up and put one foot in front of the other, man. But that's a good topic, man.
I like that. Yeah, I did like that.
That's well said. Yeah.
I did like that too. On your way up here, you said you wanted to chit chat about a little something about this whole Damon Darling versus Walmart thing, or Walmart versus Damon Darling.
Yeah.
That's look more like Walmart versus Damon Darling because I think, Damon, I don't know the guy, of course, obviously, but for what I'm able to see on social media, he's trying to help other people out by buying their groceries and taking care of them and things of that nature, which is great. I don't shop at Walmart, so I'll never run across them. But it would really be nice if I did run across the guy.
To know where he was operating, that would have been
right,
great.
Exactly. Hey, man, come down here to Houston and run into me at an HEB somewhere, and I really would appreciate that.
Never have enough groceries.
But yeah, and it's now, I guess it's just a little bit sticking with the theme of positivity. There's a little bit of too positive vibes that he's given that Walmart is like now, oh no, I don't want you coming around here anymore. You have been banned from all Walmart stores, which is wild.
That's a pretty heavy sentence.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. So, I mean, help me out because I really don't know the full story behind this. Why is it that Walmart wants to just ban this guy? Because he was actually just buying groceries for people and being nice?
There was a press release that, well, I would say it is. I've seen some stuff on the internet. If it's on the internet, it must be true, right?
Of course.
So
people don't lie on the internet.
That's the holy grail of technology. But what Walmart was saying is it's not that he was doing things for people. It's that he did pranks in the stores. And they didn't like the pranks and things that he was doing. It's stuff like maybe standing up on a cart or coming over and to a person that maybe really doesn't want to be a part of whatever he's going to do. I think one of the reports said he poured milk all over himself one time in self-checkout.
Oh my goodness.
Now, you can't do that. If that's true, you can't do that.
Yeah.
However, I thought about that and I said, but let's take a look at some of the other things that have happened in instances in Walmart that people haven't been banned for. There was a big, long list of racially motivated hate crime tinged kind of incidents, and these people were told to get out. They weren't banned. Other things like that would happen. They were told to get out. They weren't banned. And in some instances where you would think, oh, that person's got to get kicked out of the store, they weren't even kicked out of the store. That said, my thinking is, because I always want to hear what the other side is saying. They say, hey, man, he's doing pranks in here. We don't want that. But they're not banning these other people. He can't go to Sam's. He can't go to Walmart, and he cannot go to Murphy USA.
Right.
That's the gas station. So he can't go up there and go.
But I mean, it's all underneath the brand. It's all under the brand.
It's outside. I mean, it's like, he can't go there. And so I'm like, it doesn't compute to me that it's because he's done some pranks in the past. And I think they said something to him about those pranks and he quit it. So all he's doing now is running up on people. And he's a super quirky guy, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's just quirky because maybe that's just what I think. Dude just might be nice. And maybe I just don't know what nice looks like. And I think he's quirky. But whatever he's doing, it seemed wholly positive. I mean, he's got people, he's doing his thing. He rolls up on you, gives you money. He's like, don't you want a TV? They ain't even coming there for a TV. He puts the TV in the basket and they leave. He's like, well, don't you need some gas? What about your sister that's shopping with you? She needs some gas too. He's on that. The ladies that are in these videos, a lot of times, like they're about to pass out. And it seems like a wholly great thing. And I don't believe that the reason they decided to shut him down was because he had done some pranks in the past. I think his page is getting a lot of attention and they don't feel good about him getting attention with their brand in the background. What they should have done, I thought, was say, okay, fine.
Find a collaboration.
Sure. Like, hey, man, keep doing this. And matter of fact, we're going to fly you around the regions. Because some of the things that Walmart has done, they could use a little PR. I mean, they make great money. The Walton kids are set every year. They get reset every year. But I would think you could do that because that's not the person I'm going to go attack. Now, if you come in there with the racist stuff, I'd make it known. We will ban you for that. Now, that will end up losing some other people that will say, well, I like racism, because there are people that do.
Right.
But that's what happened, man. And so my opinion is, I think that was a little heavy-handed by Walmart, but that's just all I know. Maybe there's more to the story.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like, and I'm while you've been talking, I've been looking up some stuff too on the whole situation, and what you've been saying is legit. It's from what you've been able to look up. It's the fact that Walmart has banned him, yes, from all their stores, according to a Walmart spokesperson.
For life.
Yeah, for life. Yeah, but you're right. It seems a little heavy-handed to go that far with something of that nature. Granted, yes, I'm not a fan of these people that go out, these clowns that go out and try to do these stupid pranks and record it just to get some clicks and follows and likes on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and what have you. It's Damon was pretty much one of those type of people as well, because Walmart wasn't the only place that he's been doing these pranks as well. Right. So I'm with Walmart on the fact that we got to do something to deter some of these actions. But at the same time, it is kind of heavy. You can't go to any Walmart, any Sam's, any Murphy gas station for the rest of your life. Yeah, that's kind of a weird flex, in my opinion, but it's what they do. Now, he's not the only person that has been banned from facilities because of pranks and things of that nature. There have been guys like, there were these two boys that drove into a Walmart, a riding mower, and both of them were arrested, and not only arrested, just not even just no short term. Oh, you're locked up for about a week or whatever like that. No, they were arrested for some time. The one who was driving the lawnmower was arrested, as well as the person who was with them recording it. Yeah.
They're like, man,
No, they were like, no, we getting both.
we getting both of
We're
y'all.
taking both of y'all.
Right.
So, I mean,
Wow.
some of these people are doing these pranks and they're getting themselves arrested. And that kind of is a deterrent in its own matter, in its own way. I don't know exactly everything because I'm just looking at this right now. I don't know exactly everything that Damon Darling was doing whenever he was doing these pranks, other than, like you said, the one where he poured milk on himself or whatever like that.
I think that's what they said. I didn't know. Yeah. But
that's weird. That's dumb. Honestly, it's clownish behavior in my opinion, but whatever to get the exposure, I guess that's some of these people are doing these days. Whatever. But what he was doing as far as trying to be helpful, he can still be helpful. He just has to do it at some other place, and he'll just have to do it at some other place and make sure that he remembers not to do the other silly antics that go along with that. So yeah, this can be spun and taken care of in a way that it's going to be a non-story when it's all said and done, because honestly, who cares about Walmart? Walmart's prices really aren't all that in the first place, in my opinion. Their quality is not all that, in my opinion, either. And I'll say it because I have no problem with it, because I had a bad run-in with Walmart because they were so stupid enough to do some work on my vehicle at one point. And
it wasn't an oil change, was it?
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't an oil change. It was a battery change.
How you messed that up?
They didn't reset my car.
That's part of it.
That's part of it. But here's the thing: the store manager at that particular location tried to say, "Oh, well, that's not our fault. You shouldn't have brought it over here."
I knew that's what you was going to say.
That's not our fault. You shouldn't have brought it over here. I'm like, excuse me, if you knew that you weren't supposed to be able to work on this particular vehicle,
you closed the hood and say that.
Yeah, you should have closed the hood and said, "Hey, I'm sorry, we can't replace your battery here. You're going to have to take it to the dealership." That's all you had to say. And I would have been like, all right, well, say less. I would have gone. But no, you took care of it, quote unquote, air quotes, and you jacked up my ride. I mean, dude, it was so crazy. I was trying to unlock the door and the windshield wipers would come on. I tried to pop the trunk and the brake lights would start flashing.
Okay.
I tried to roll down the window and the car alarm would go off. I'm like, what is happening?
Turned your car into a GoBot.
I'm serious, man. Man, it was just ridiculous.
Man.
Like, what is happening? And like I said, so I had to take it to the regional manager. The regional manager was like, sir, totally apologize. Take the car to your local dealership and have them take care of it. Let me know what the cost is and we will reimburse you plus.
I ain't got time for this.
So they reimbursed me full. They reimbursed me full price because of the regional managers. Yeah. They reimbursed me full price and I think they gave me like an extra 10% on top of that, 5 to 10% on top of that, just to take care of my, disgruntledness.
Make sure you walk away too. That is always part of it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, they want to make sure you walk away. And
that's basically just like, okay, we're making sure that this does not go to some kind of court case.
Fine. Just make sure my car isn't a transformer.
That's what I'm saying. I said, dude,
I appreciate that.
I was thinking about, I honestly thought to myself too, I said, I don't care about the extra. Just fix my car.
You tow it up, fix it.
That's what I'm saying. Just fix my car. That's it. And pay for whatever I'm going to have to pay for just to get it taken care of. And they did. I mean, they were on it. They did. This was what? This was 2008. Yeah, this was 2008. I know this because this was just a few months before the wedding.
Right. Right.
We had to
excellent time.
We had to dip into the wedding funds to pay for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But like I said, it came right back, though. I mean, as soon as
money grows on trees, so no problem.
Yeah. So, I mean, it came right back. I gave them I took a picture of it and sent them an email of the invoice. And there was a check in the mail like 3 or 4 days later, priority.
Yeah. Well, that regional was on top of it.
Yeah. Oh, he was on top of it, man. He was on top of it.
I will say this before we get off of this.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is a big deal that he can't go to Walmart, the Walmarts of the world, because that's where people are. I think he's doing other things. I don't think he's going to slow down, but for 2 reasons. One, it's good for his brand. I think some of the money he's making off his page is funding some of the stuff that he's doing.
I'm pretty sure.
Right. So it makes sense to do that. But now you got to find a place to go and do this again. But, I kind of hate that part.
Yeah. That's fair.
I
That's
haven't
fair.
seen, and I wonder about that. I don't know if that's one of the ones, and I say it all the time. I don't know if I'm right about that. That's just how I feel. But
Yeah.
he should be able to do that. But now he can't do that at all. And he has a video or two addressing this. And I think he's got a video from maybe a year or so back where Walmart told him to cool it with the pranks and he quit. So he's had this, if that's true, he's had this pattern of behavior that's been cool. He's just been giving away money and making people cry and then going down the street doing whatever he's going to do. But anyway, I wonder about that. But I think he's probably going to keep rolling. He's pretty popular now. So if he can find a way to keep going, I mean, he's fighting a good fight, man.
Yeah, he's fighting a good fight for real. He's just gonna have to move his gift giving to Target somewhere like that.
So,
HEB, Kroger.
I ain't got nothing for Target now. It's pretty soon I'm just gonna start growing my own stuff because Target chopped off DEI as soon as they could. And
well, you better hurry up and start growing your own stuff. They're already making everything seedless now. So,
bro, all right.
Anyway, that's another topic for another time.
Yeah. Come on, Planet Earth, do better,
Man, not Planet Earth, government.
Yeah. Just let's centralize that.
Let's put the blame on who it is.
Right. No strays.
No strays.
What you got, man?
Fan letter.
Uh-oh. Fan mail. Just like you.
So here is this one.
TLC.
This is a different. This one's different. It's not a topic of, hey, I'm going through this, that, and the third. This is something different. This is for me and you.
All right.
Yeah. Can you two sing? I think you guys need to be in someone choir.
Whoa. Yeah.
That took a turn, huh?
Yeah. I'm sitting up, ready to let's think things through. Okay. Yeah.
So apparently this it's a couple. They like our voice. They were like, hey, y'all got some really good radio voices, but y'all sound like that y'all can probably sing. They feel like we can sing.
I appreciate that, man.
I know, appreciate that.
Big ups to y'all.
This is somebody who's invested in the podcast, because they listen.
That was thoughtful.
Right?
Make a brother feel good.
I know.
So I guess they're going to want an answer to the question.
Can you sing CO?
It depends.
It depends.
Right? So when I work on cases and I don't really have the case law there, my answer is always, it depends. It depends. So I'm saying that now. Man, I'd sing in a choir growing up.
Okay.
Sang in a choir.
Church choir or school choir?
Church choir.
Okay.
School choir. We had some good singers in there. I just wasn't with the music. But and then when I was in college and interning, I would always find a church, right? And so I'd go and sing in the choir. Right, so I'd do that. Other than that, this thing where I'm finna get out there and just bust y'all down with a solo.
You gonna break down the solo?
I'm not gonna be able to do that. Oh. And to the couple, you would not want me to do that.
However,
when I got married, my wife had a handful of songs, and she's like, "Pick one of these. You should sing this at our wedding." I was like, "Ha, that's funny. That's great." And she's like, "No, like really, like that should be a part of it." And she showed me the program. She's like, I've edited that, and that's going to be a part. You can really pick the song. We can talk. And I was like, I already got a guy there that's singing when you coming down the aisle. We're cool. And so she tightened up then. She's like, no, I don't know what she called me. Let's just say, sir. No, sir. I'm telling you, this is what I want you to do. And I didn't do that. And
really?
Yeah. And she was like,
well, I know you didn't. I was at the wedding.
You was at the wedding. So But I didn't do that. But she was like, I can't believe you didn't do that. And for years, even probably now, she was like, man, I really want you to do that. And I was like, I don't have a voice for that. And she's like, do you think I would have put you up? Because we had the wedding in her hometown, Right. You think I'm going to put you up in front of these people and you start cracking the windows out in that church? Like, I'm not going to have you do that. She said, I know you can sing. So there's that. And so for years, she jumped on me about that. And then she would tell when we would make friends, when we moved down, and started a family and everything, we got our friends, she would just go and tell them, like, man, let me tell you about your boy. I tried to get him to do that. So the answer is, for me, it depends. What about you, bro?
That's funny because that kind of goes back to our earlier discussion about, speaking positivity to yourself.
So I was not speaking positivity. I was bullying myself.
You must have been bullying yourself. Yes. And here she is giving you all these words of affirmation, and you're just deflecting.
Man, let me tell you something. I
you
was
were like,
bullying
no.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I was fighting myself, and I was winning. I was bullying myself, sir. I was not choosing my words carefully.
Man,
they didn't. They did.
I'm gonna have to hit the wifey up, bro.
Man, she did not appreciate that. She's, her. She's kind of cool breeze with it.
Yeah.
She's not cool about. She's like, man, your guy, and she kind of looked at me like, man, you're not a chump. You do things. You do stuff. You do social stuff. You do these things. Why don't you do this? And I just did not. I did not. The person that I was becoming heard what I said to myself, and that kept me off the mic, whatever I was saying to myself.
Okay, well, hold up.
There it is.
Hold up. I got a redemption story for you.
What's it?
Y'all coming up on the 20 year. Y'all could do a whole little, like a renewal of the vows and do a little ceremony where you can actually grab the mic.
Yeah.
And can you woo, woo, woo?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I was a better woo-wooer back then. And that's true. And I'm not, that's not a deflection. It's like, man, listen, in the shower and in the truck, I mean, I'm Luther, Michael Jackson, Osborne, Stevie Wonder. I'm killing it. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what if the truck would come in here and talk, I don't care what it would say. We wouldn't listen to the truck. I'm telling you,
I don't know.
Killing it.
Hold on. I'm going to have to pause on that one because I think I would listen to the truck because, number one, the truck is talking.
Listen. You only listen to me.
I'm only going to ask. Autobot or Decepticon?
I'm killing it. That's all you need to know. Now, I don't know what happens when I turn the shower off. Something happens. But in the shower,
the acoustics go.
Boy, I just need the headphones where you put your hand up to your ear. I need that. So I don't know. Then I used to sing a lot, and I don't now. So I'm wondering if, I'm even wondering if she would ask now because she might know that. She's like, man, he don't sing like he used to. So I don't really want him doing that.
It's still there. You just have to re-exercise your vocal cords. That's all that is.
Oh, I ain't doing enough exercising. Yeah. But that's actually a good idea. That's something I have to think about.
See?
I gotta find my wedding CD. Man, I had a good wedding CD. I put it together.
Let me DJ your wedding.
Man, look.
Let me do it.
I
love putting music together like that. Man, I used to do things like that when I was a kid. Man, you know how we did back in the day. We would make these mixtapes
together. That was serious business.
Boy!
I'd be like, man, I'll catch up with y'all because I'm really focused on this.
Dude,
all these tracks need to be killer.
My mixtapes were so dope. I'll be able to sell stuff. Mm-hmm. Guys be like, hey, BA, make me a mixtape. I got you. What's your vibe? What you trying to look for? What's your theme? What's going on? Who you doing this for? Mm-hmm. Hey, it's for me and my girls. Say less. Mm-hmm. Say less.
Go to Best Buy.
Boy.
And get that
tower of CDs.
That 10, 20 pack of Memorex CDRs. And life is going to change, buddy. I was in college the last 2.5 years of college. Boy, I had something going on, man. It was like hood Motown in there, man. I had that stuff stacked up. I had plenty of CDs stacked up. Don't know where my books were. We can talk about that another time. I had that though. I had the last year before Compaq sold out to HP. I had a Compaq computer with a burner on there. It was over. The streets
game
were
set
mine.
and match.
So I have to talk to Alicia about that 20-year thing, man. Let's see what's up with that.
Yeah. Talk to the wifey, man.
You know what I'm saying? She might be like, nah, bro, you had your chance. She is on that sometimes.
She probably gonna be like, don't come with me.
Man, I'm coming. I gave you all the energy and you didn't come through. So shout out to her. Like I said, I tell the truth, man. She was like, so I can't believe you didn't do that.
That's funny, man. That's hilarious. I love that story.
That's a great question. Yeah, that ain't a shining moment for your boy, dude.
That ain't a shining moment. But it's a great story though, man.
But I gotta tell the truth, man. Yeah. It's like, do better. I just didn't do better, man. I mean, y'all was there, dude. I mean, I had all the support I needed.
Yeah.
I mean, I had, man.
Yeah, we wasn't going to clown you.
Oh, well, if I screw up, you should.
Now, it depends on how bad you screwed up.
Look, you might not, but some of them other guys I got, boy, they some honest fellas. They're like, yo, man, you tried, bro.
And see, that would have been me. I'd be like, man, you tried. You got up there. You tried. You did something that I probably wouldn't have done.
Well, you two's been out for a while. I've seen some renditions of, songs that really solemn and really jovial events, I will not be.
Yeah, but we wasn't putting stuff on YouTube like that back then.
No, that was brand new. But I mean, if I were to do something now, I mean,
Oh yeah, if you do something now,
depending on how bad it is, I'd actually post it. I'm like, man, I'll make some money off of this.
hey, I'm telling you,
I got
man.
2 kids, that still hang on.
Exposure is exposure. These pranksters, These pranksters, man. Exposure is exposure.
Awesome question, man.
Okay, so I don't go around saying that I can sing, but people say that I can sing.
Man,
and I'm just going to put it like that.
That sounds like some deflective stuff you talking already. You just started talking.
Well, people say that I can sing.
Deflective.
I've had some say like, "Hey, man, when I want you to sing at my funeral."
They've said that?
I've had some people say that.
That's an interesting take.
I've had some people say that. Granted, back in the day, back when we were like middle school, high school, and all like that, I had some friends that we would try to put together ourselves a little singing group, and singing alongside of the, side of the school building over there by the, the auditorium or by the gym or whatever like that.
The Flamingos, y'all was like the doo-wop group.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
I mean, but we were singing songs like, Boyz II Men, Jodeci, Shy, After 7, Mint Condition. We were just singing anything that they put out. All for One, that's another group.
Shabab.
Troop.
Wow.
New Edition. Yeah, like I said, we were singing Silk, singing stuff from all these artists, man, that 90s R&B style. And for the longest time, for years, for a couple of decades, I was leading singing at our church, whatever congregation I was attending at the time, whether I was living in Beaumont, Dallas, or Houston. Then in choirs, high school choirs. So, I can ensemble. I can senior day. We had a moment where a group of guys and I decided to sing Boyz II Men's rendition of Yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was 4 of us.
It's a good record. Let's go.
It was 4 of us. Somebody backed out at the last minute and at the 11th hour, and he was he had the lead melody. So that sucked. I was carrying the bass because I usually sing bass, baritone, tenor 2, not really tenor 1. I can do tenor 1, but it could be like really short time period. I can't do it for hold on to 3 or 4 songs straight. We're gonna need some lemon water after a while and let's get some good tea, that good herbal tea going. But yeah, we honestly, that's one thing I can definitely say because it was a highlight of my life. We absolutely crushed it.
We worked out,
and we crushed. I remember at one point, right near the end of the song, I hit this note, and one girl in the audience, I heard her out of everybody talking about "Sing it, Bear," and I was just like, "Dang it!"
He's like, "I made it."
Mama, look, Ma,
Mama, I made it.
But yeah, so thank you for the letter. It was really appreciate
really
that.
Good question.
That was a really good question because we were able to actually go a little in depth with it with a couple of personal stories from both of us.
I had to think about that, man.
Yeah.
Then I had to relive that wedding thing.
That was wild. I did not know that you were supposed to sing at your wedding.
Serious, man.
That's fantastic.
She was like, "Man, you got all that music for that CD for the wedding." She said, "Here's some songs. You just pick your song." And yet I was like, "Nah, denied." That bill died on the floor.
Okay, so another topic that you brought up on your way up here, you shot to me. Top 3 or 5 best opening or closing TV theme songs of all time. What made you bring this one up?
Man, so there's this, I don't know where this is coming from. So somebody write into us and diagnose this, please. On occasion, I want to hear.
I think we have a few therapists that actually do.
I'm going to need you,
psychologists.
Because I can't figure this out, but on occasion, I want to hear the WKRP in Cincinnati song.
What a pull! WKRP in Cincinnati.
On occasion, every year, WKRP in Cincinnati. That one. I want to hear that. And I would say in a given year, there are like 3 to 4 times, so maybe once a quarter, I'm like, I want to hear that song.
This is so random.
And I go to YouTube and I'll play that song. It'll literally be like I'm listening to Rick Ross and like The Game and Mesa Leak, and then something will click, and I'm like, I want to hear WKRP in Cincinnati, and I don't.
So
I have
random.
no idea why. I don't have any idea why.
Did you watch the show,
I mean,
or did you just like the theme?
I just like the theme. When I was younger, that show had gone, and I think it was in rerun mode, or maybe not. But I wasn't sitting there like, okay. It wasn't like Knight Rider where I'm like, man, I'm done riding bikes. I'm finna go watch Knight Rider. I used to watch Dukes of Hazzard to figure out what was on top of that car.
Just some good old boys.
At that Confederate flag, I was like, I'm done.
No wrong.
But no, I didn't just sit there and watch. I knew that there was a guy named Venus Flytrap on there, and I thought that was really cool. But that's it. So on occasion, that's what I want to do. So the other day, I wanted to hear it, and I was like, why do I want to hear this? And so I thought it was a nostalgic thing, and maybe that's what it was. And so I was like, that'd be a good question for us. Like, what are the top things? And what's interesting enough, I brought that up, and I don't even know what my top things are. I know one of them is, but I don't know if I've got 3 to 5. So WKRP has to count because I listen to it at least twice a year.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's great. And I know all the words. Nobody knows all the words.
Real quick. It came out in 1978 and finished in 82.
I would have been too young.
Yeah.
I mean, I was alive, but
I mean, I was born in 78.
yeah,
So,
but I'm not. I'm on
watching.
Sesame
It had
Street
to
and
be.
the Electric Company.
Had to be reruns there.
Yeah, and I don't remember sitting there watching that. I remember the shows at that time were kind of soapy, right? Those kind of shows and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I don't remember watching that. I used to watch Benson, but it was a rerun. But I liked him because I was like, man, that's really cool. And I don't see a lot of black people on TV doing that. That's really cool. But I listened to that song like every 3 to 6 months without fail. Something happens and I just put it on. It doesn't matter what mood I'm in or what's going on. It's not like, is it on the weekend you get there? It'll be in the middle of the week. And I don't have any idea why. I think it's catchy. No one likes it like I do, or no one in my circle is like, yeah, man, I do that too. Nobody says that. So I got no help with that. So if anybody knows why I do that, that's it. But I know all the words. My sister is like, that's really weird, sir. And I was like, well, weird is cool. You know,
Weird is cool.
I mean, it's got to be. But my other one that I did think about was, I think it was the third Different World theme. That was the one, A Different
Is that
World.
the one with Boys to Men?
No,
Which one was that?
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha, okay.
That song, it just did a lot for me growing up. Now, I was old enough, certainly, to watch that.
Yeah.
But it was something about them putting that show on and people in my community saying, man, you know, maybe I do go to college because look at these cats, they're going. And I went to school with people that like, I'm in college because I watched that show. Didn't know how to pay for it, didn't know what college was, but I'm here. And the soul that comes out of Aretha Franklin when she sings that and she bends those notes, it's like something you can really, I mean, it sounds great.
I know my parents love me.
You know, it's, and I don't know if it's an urban legend, but they said she walked in, did that once and left. So
Different world.
she's that one I think is a top one for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to think about the others, but while I do, what you got? You got any yet?
Okay, so I really couldn't think of anything. I mean, granted, it was last second whenever you did that. I was doing other things too. But I mean, I'm looking up top TV show theme songs, and like some of these, I definitely have to put there in the top 5 at least. Fresh Prince.
Yep.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I don't know anybody who grew up in the 90s or 2000s that don't know this theme song. Shoot, my son knows this theme song. So, I mean, there's nobody who doesn't know this theme song, man.
That's a good one.
Another one that everybody knows knows pretty much the words to, Friends. That's another one. That's another top one. The one that came to my head instantly was Cheers.
Boy.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name.
It's kind of cool because whoever's singing that, he starts off real quiet, like he's just going to be quiet the whole time. And then like in the middle, it's like, and then he gets to a certain part. He's like, man, I'm about to let him have it.
Yeah,
now.
I mean,
I was playing with y'all at first. Yeah.
He's like, don't, sometimes you want to go.
It's like, wow. I've never been to Boston. That really has a Boston, in my mind, that has a pretty Boston
it's for me. I'm
feel
with you.
to
Never
that.
been to Boston, but for me, it just makes me think this is Boston.
Everybody likes their theme.
Yeah.
So NBC at that point was doing pretty good with their themes because They got Denise Williams and Johnny Mathis to sing the Family Ties opening. And I was like,
another one, yeah.
I was like, wow, I know that voice because, you know, I would hear Denise Williams because she was putting out music a lot at the time. But I was like, who is this? And I would hear my uncles, they would play Johnny Mathis. And I was like, man, they put that on this show. They just had catchy things. Golden Girls is a classic one.
Thank you for being a friend. I remember we had to sing that in choir when I was like in 5th grade. I remember we had to sing that in 5th grade. I remember that. Here's one that my son was messing with me about this just a couple of days ago. I know just about any theme song Jim Henson. And my favorite Jim Henson theme song is Muppets.
Yeah.
The Muppet Show.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's time to play the music. It's time to...
I mean, we're going to go to...
We could go on.
I mean, you can go on. I mean, once you get started, you start to... You mentioned Muppets, so I started thinking about cartoons.
Flintstones.
Flintstones is good. Thundercats is good.
Thundercats. You see, and all right. Yeah, well, Thundercats did have lyrics too.
They did.
Yeah, they did. Transformers.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe. Inspector Gadget.
You know who I used? One show I knew got popular because all the girls at school would sing DuckTales open. I was like,
that is a theme song.
I was like, that kind of slaps, dude.
That was a theme song that was super popular back in the day, too. And still to this day.
I listened to that and I'm like, can y'all put the guy that's singing? Because I want to see him sing that hard. I mean, he's got to be in that booth and he's like, man, I'm about to kill this for these children. I don't even know these people, but I'm about to do the Lord's work in here, man. Like, I don't know if this show is going to make it, but if it does, man, I'm going to kill it. I don't know if the show
is going to make it, but this song is going to live for
these people called my agent, and I am about to slaughter this. Give me these headphones. 1, 2, 1, 2. I like songs that are, even if I don't like the song, I like the passion.
Yeah.
I like that. It's the like a rock syndrome. Like the dude that was singing the Like a Rock song on the commercial. He was singing hard. And I'm like, rock. Yeah. Man. So yeah, but that's not an opening, but
I get where you're coming from on that though.
I've been watching In the Heat of the Night rerun. So that guy that sang that opening theme, I mean, he should get the key to the city.
Another theme song this is kind of up your alley with UKRP. Don't really remember if I actually watched the show, but I still remember the theme song of The Fall Guy.
Man, I can see that truck bouncing around now.
That brown Chevy pickup truck.
Running into stuff all over the place. Yep.
I think it was a Chevy.
Was it Dodge?
Was it Dodge or Chevy? Man, I can't remember.
It's brown and it was big. That's all I knew when I was little.
Yep. I remember I had a Hot Wheel.
Wow.
I had a Fall Guy Hot Wheel because it was that brown pickup truck.
I couldn't get that truck. I think whenever I asked for it, I'd already gotten something. And my mom was like, man, I told you, you ain't getting anything else if you get the other thing you got. So I never had that truck. But that show was interesting.
Yep. GMC pickup.
It was GMC? Got it.
I said Chevy, but it was GMC. That's same family.
I'm the unknown star.
You truck guys listening, don't get at me, okay? GMC and Chevy, they the same to me. But I remember having that Hot Wheel toy, though, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was a time where that was expected with those songs. You had to have an opening. Like now, you can just kind of put the screen up and they'll play something instrumental, maybe. That was cool stuff, man.
Thank you, everybody, for tapping in. This has been your boy, Bear. Please continue to follow. Thank you for all the follows we've been getting lately on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, especially on YouTube. I really appreciate that.
Keep them coming, man.
Everybody's been really picking up on everything that we've been putting out as far as our shorts are concerned. So I really appreciate that. Continue to like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Okay So Hear Me Out _podcast. Peace, love, prayers. And as always, make a great day.
All right, folks.